Welcome to this week's episode of Kidlet 6. We're so glad you could join us. Each week we get to spend 6 minutes together celebrating book birthdays, connecting with authors, and getting lots of great book recommendations that you can add to your reading wish list. As a reminder, all of the books that you hear about in today's episode are listed down below. So if you hear about a book that you think you might want to read, you can go ahead and look down there to get all the information. And if you're new to Kidlet 6, I'd recommend going back and watching previous episodes to find lots of great recommendations. Now, let's get ready for this week's episode. This week's Kidlet 6 book of the week is Maddie McDowell and the Rodeo Robbery. Maddie cannot take it anymore. She's tired of the boarding school where she lives and she feels like she's been betrayed by her family. So she decides to run away. When a rodeo show pulls into town, she decides to leave with them. But things don't go quite as planned. The rodeo's newest star is missing and Maddie is mistaken for her, and so that's how she joins. But then something goes missing, accusations are flying, and Maddie's just not sure who she can trust, who's on her side, and who is up to no good. Will Maddie be able to solve the mystery in time? And will Maddie be able to decide if it is actually rodeo life she wants or if it's something else? This is a great book for fans of mysteries because you get to solve the mystery along with Maddie. I'd also recommend this book for fans of historical fiction. And if you like horses, you will definitely love getting to read all about the rodeo in the book.
Hi everybody, my name is Kellye Crocker and I'm the author of Dad's Girlfriend and Other Anxieties. It's about a 12-year-old named Ava who lives in rural Iowa and was recently diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. Ava does not want to visit scary, dangerous Colorado to meet her dad's girlfriend and her daughter. It's a funny story that I also hope touches your heart, and I hope it also helps you a little bit if you're having any of those anxious feelings that we all get sometimes. I want to tell you about a book I just read and loved. It's Attack of the Black Rectangles by Amy Serig King. And this book hasn't been out very long. It's about a group of kids who are reading a book for school, and they discover that some of the words are blacked out on the page. Someone has taken a marker and scribbled only certain words out that they don't want kids to read. So this group of kids sets out to find out who did this, why, and then they protest it because they think they have the right to read the book as the author intended.
The day a book first comes out is called its publication date, but that's kind of a little bit boring. And since it can also be called its book birthday, we're going to go with that. So let's get ready to celebrate a few of this week's book birthdays. First up is The Rabbit's Gift. Quincy and his family of rabbits live a relatively simple life. They grow cabbage-like plants that will grow babies, and they trade those plants to humans for the purple carrots they need to survive. In the human world, Florine is desperate for a baby sister and will do anything to get one. When Quincy and Florine meet, things don't go quite the way they both planned, and they're going to need to learn to trust each other so that the humans and rabbits can get back to a balanced world. Next up is Unbreakable, the Spies Who Broke the Nazis' Secret Code. This nonfiction book has more than 60 historical photos, and it covers the time from the late 1920s into World War II, and how a team of scientists and mathematicians from a number of different countries joined together to break the Nazis' code. They knew that if they were able to break the code, it would help the Allies beat the Germans during World War II. Best friends Cordelia and Larkin have always called the Glades home. But when Cordelia's father dies, a dark curse sweeps across the land. So these best friends need to set out to try to find this rumored witch that is said to be able to reverse death. Now, the best way to celebrate a book birthday is by actually reading the book. So head to your local library or your nearest bookstore and pick up your copy of these books today. The 8th grader's speech was beautiful and eloquent. Do you think you can create your own sentence using the word eloquent? Try creating your own sentence and then sharing with us on social media or in the comments below. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Kidlit 6. We hope you found lots of great books to add to your reading wish list. Have a great week. We'll see you again next week, and happy reading.